Hi, this is Slimedog.
And Topo.
And today we're playing Marvel's Spider-Man for the PS4.
Woohoo!
By Insomniac.
Specifically,
Actually,
the DLC pack of...
Yes.
The first of the 3 from DLCs.
We're playing the Heist, and we're actually playing sort of the tail end of it. We did all of the story content for it, but we thought we'd kind of explore and show off some of the other extra collectibles and things you can do. I guess activities is probably more than collectibles.
Yeah, bonus activities you can do that are not directly story related.
Right, we're trying to keep it relatively spoiler free, at least spoiler free as far as the main DLC storyline goes.
Which it turns out these 3 stories, the Heist,
Turf War,
and
the last one's Silver Linings. Silver Linings.
There you go.
All fit in together to make one big kind of running story. So
had we played them as they came out, we would have had to wait for stories. But haha, we get to, cops yelling at us again. Get off our roof!
And that's why the season pass, I guess, is called The City That Never Sleeps, which I guess is sort of the name for the overarching DLC story. But right now we've got that was tricky.
And we did have the our film noir.
Yeah, our Batman,
Spider-Man,
not Batman, Spider-Man noir suit, because we just watched
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which was super awesome. If you get the chance, obviously you should have already watched it by now.
It is ridiculously cool. Ooh, there's a crime. I'm gonna do a crime.
We were slow to. We sadly missed that in theaters, but that's okay. Got a great deal on the.
Oh hey, it's bad guys.
Oh look,
goons.
it's a bunch of
They're gonna
them.
fight. And yeah, and now the crimes are similar to like the main story, which like you'll periodically get police scanner updates and have to go solve various crimes. And this one is kind of the most basic of them. It's just the brawl through guys. And if you've played the main story, you probably get this. This is just like what happens in the main story.
Did we? I keep forgetting if we did the recording of this game. I thought
we didn't.
See, we only kept meaning to, because we are huge fans of the Insomniac, Insomniac Studio, which did the Sunset Overdrive, which we are also huge fans of, and have not yet done the recording for that. We have got to get on these recordings, but
yeah, well, that's fine.
Hours in a day. This is the issue.
I think at the time when we did Sunset Overdrive, we were like, this would make an amazing Spider-Man game. And then they made them do this.
And then, ta-da, they did it. They must have heard us.
Yeah, Santa got our letter.
Because it's true. I mean, it handles super well, and they did a great job. Insomniac did a great job with this.
They really did.
Handling.
Boom, and that's how that crime works.
So this area, we have 3 of the 5 of these little crimes.
Oh yeah, here's the map.
And then we are missing one of the, there's a painting challenge.
We're heading to that next. And then there's the screwball challenge, which are kind of the skill-based challenges, the stunt challenges from the main game. There's more of that, so.
Now, if you're familiar with, if you played the main game or have seen whatever, there were screwball challenges from that, and she's come back for challenges in this one as well.
And they're of a different type,
but
they're
bonuses.
Pretty
it's
challenging.
Little bonus challenges. And another thing that another little side story that we've had is finding these paintings that were stolen by
the original Black Cat.
So,
yeah, let's see. Oh,
active crimes.
There's the active crime one, but there's also, we're pretty close to the painting, so let's see what that.
And they hide them.
You can see there's a radar thing that kind of points you towards it, so it's not too hard to. Whoa.
Oh, it must be down.
I went way too far on that.
There you go.
20,
I know, I'm a jerk.
18, 12, 10, 9, 10. So it's got to be up on top of our rooftop, right?
Could be this AC unit.
Yeah, we found one on an AC
No,
unit.
you're way too
before.
far away from it now. It's down there on the ground.
Yeah,
it is down where you were standing. Like,
oh, I see.
At the AC.
Down here, maybe?
There it is. No, you're too far away from it again. Well, no, I want R1. That one? Is it that one or the one behind me? There's one behind me.
Did I get hit by a train?
Oh, thank goodness. There. Behind. There.
There, that one?
This is where you're going to find a lot of that and smokestacks and that type of thing, so. There's that.
Oh.
Looks like I found the
And then
last
here are the
batch.
detectives.
Any other
You're turning him over to this detective guy.
No, that's the last piece of Artie's legacy. I really can't thank you enough, Spider-Man.
Glad to help, Detective Mackey.
And hey, I think you're right about the new cat. Look out for her, okay? It'd mean a lot to me.
All right.
Sure
And-
thing.
That was weird.
That
What
was
did he mean by that?
weird.
Should call him back and ask him.
And someday we will, but we won't now. For the moment. Oh.
When we're in
What?
service, there's something hinky about that
That's
guy,
a little
but
weird. Better stop by his precinct.
we'll do that
Later
later.
on, we'll check that out. Now,
Okay.
and then there's also photo opportunities. If,
Oh yeah,
that
I'm not sure if we'll see
I
any of
don't
those,
see-
but we
that
should.
If you come across it, it doesn't show up. You don't see it on your big map, but you'll see little camera icons in your
Well, now
radar map.
the deal is the secret photos aren't part of the DLC. That's part of the main game. But you don't actually have the option. Ooh, crime. You don't actually have the option to find them until, like, at the end of the game, they give you an upgrade that lets you see the secret photos on your radar.
They must have heard your wish because we were hoping that we would get to
Alright
do
then,
one
buddy.
since these are somewhat random.
This is the bomb
The-
diffusing one.
over to
Whoop.
the there's your
There we go.
radar. There's mentioned up in the left corner there is a little sonar area
This one's
thing that you
disabled.
can use to
Time to
find
find
help
the
find the
rest.
bombs.
Right, and the bombs are the blinky red things are usually under cars, but they can be on other things too, like in the back of moving vans and
Got
stuff.
one.
It's kind of fun, and the first time I did this, I didn't actually see the radar for whatever reason. I thought you had to do the whole thing just sonically by the beeping.
Mm-hmm.
And
So we were like going around listening, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be in that truck probably.
Oh, it probably is, yeah.
Should look for the blinking lights on the bomb triggers. Okay, still a few more out
And
there.
they've started adding more and more as we went along. Initially there were only 4 per, and now there's 6 per.
And
Disarmed.
but we
Need to
were
find the
hoping to
others.
get to show you this one because it is a different sort of mini challenge.
Yeah, it's not a
than
brawler.
the brawling type. It's fun to get to use your little spider bot.
I think the brawlers and the car chases are sort of the most frequent, but
Right.
this is just a whole different kind of them. And it's cute. They did a really good job with it. Actually, they did a really good job with the whole game.
Well, the game.
And-
I mean, obviously,
And you get, for your money's worth, you get a ton of content with the DLCs here.
yes.
Like, I mean, we played it for several nights just on the first one, and we've got 2 more to go. So if I got the season pass on this, I would not feel disappointed at all. This game
Right.
totally.
And
you get
it
your
was
money's worth.
it was on sale by happenstance right after we watched the Into the Spider-Verse. So
Yeah.
it was
How
like
did
a
they know?
sign.
Mm-hmm. Only one more crime thing to go. Let's make our way over to the Screwball Challenge.
Slowly.
Let's see if we can get the 3rd crime on the way.
Beep beep.
Not all of the zones actually have DLC content in this one. Like
Right.
only about half the zones actually had extra collectibles and stuff to do.
So you don't have to worry about traversing the whole scene, and you do have the quick travel through the police stations too,
Yes,
as
that's
you
still
did
active.
in the main game. So
But when you load up like the DLC, I think it's sort of instanced differently than the main game, so you probably won't have story quests layered on top of the DLC stuff.
well, let's go ahead and do this, and then maybe a crime will pop.
Wait, there it is, it popped.
Aha! Oh, it's a car chase, yeah?
Ooh, car chase, is it moving? Can you tell?
I guess you're moving. Maybe that's what I thought was a car chase.
It might be. The car chases are tricky but fun.
Yes. Yes. I like the car chase.
Yes. Let's
Okay.
see, I don't think it's a
It's
car
not.
chase.
Looks like it's a
It is.
oh,
Boom! Guys to beat up.
Shakedown in progress.
coffee shop or
Better get in there.
diamond store.
Just walk right up to him.
If they didn't notice. I like the.
Oh, by the way.
Oh, 101. I like that.
You see my outfit is one of the
Oh, it's what you get for completing the first DLC.
yeah,
this
the story of the
heist.
first DLC. And if we
Yeah.
can do all the extra stuff, we'll get another outfit. So here's hoping.
Sure, do that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought they would be fun. Take that. Oh, there's one.
And boom,
Bam.
got him. Got my combo going the whole time. Whoa, so much for that combo. Thought I was done. Turns out I wasn't done.
Oh, there's another. There's. Is that it? Oh.
This
It's
guy.
the same guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
They
Surprise!
don't always stay down.
So I got a full combo, full life.
Woohoo!
I am good to go.
Just Looks like an old
There you
black
go.
and white
And that
gangster movie.
is the complete. Now those little guys are done for this section.
Yes,
That
the
just
crimes.
leaves.
Yep. Actually, that's the last crime for the whole DLC for us.
Well, yes, we sort
Not
of
that
saved
that's
it up.
really story-ish, but
No, but we saved that. Saved this little pocket of the map to show off some of these fun parts of the DLC.
yes. And I think the last screwball challenge is going to be one of the fly through the air and web the generators. We'll see if that's what it is, but I think it is.
Which is, it was the first one we did, and I think I kind of have fun with this one.
They are rather challenging. Yep, sure enough, EMP challenge. So.
Right. Crazy screwball.
In the screwball challenges, you have to do basically
Different things.
whatever she says for web hits and blah blah blah.
And photobombs. 'Cause
Photobombs,
she's
yeah.
crazy.
Gotta
I
use my
mean,
webs.
special.
Remember, hit the photobomb target.
Hit the photobomb. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's what
Whatever
it
it is.
is.
There it is. Boom. It's a tunnel. Do you
Do
remember?
it.
Was it Arth? No, you didn't do it. You didn't practice. It was the tunnel one. Was it
I'll just restart it.
There you go. What is it called?
Oh,
How do you
L2,
do-
R2, not R1. It's usually you grab with the top R1, L1, but for the tunnel thing, you have to do R2, L2.
I know it was.
And then you get a photo op, which
Okay,
you have to time
there
it
you go.
right, and you get extra points.
when
use
you,
my
and
webs.
there's 3 tiers of the challenge level
Yeah.
ranking. There you go, and boom.
Boom. Close.
Perfect.
That's
Oh,
pretty close to
geez, that's like
perfect.
almost perfect. Yeah.
Oh, it's tough to
nail the.
web stuff around the docks. There's nothing
There's
to grab
not a lot
onto.
to grab. There it is. And, there
There's
it
the
is
other
over
one.
there. And you don't have to follow the line. It just you do need to do these in a certain order, and that's not always the best. Here's your photo bomb.
There, got it.
And yeah.
Oh, that was like
nice.
close to spot on, right?
Yes. And so because there's also timing as part of the getting a good score on this, you don't always need to follow this around to get the best timing. But this
Yeah.
is the path you need to go to make sure you get them in the right order.
Oh God.
Oh, phew. And alright, and the next one. Oh no! Oh,
That was a
There we
dicey
go.
one.
okay. And there we go. Oh no, that vent's in your way. Come on.
There we go. Oh, and I got it.
Alright.
Yes.
Woohoo. And for the purposes of trophies, you need silvers on these. Not
Yeah, the
golds.
spectacular
So, look,
rating. You
there's
don't need to
your-
get ultimate.
And there's the trophy.
Yay, trophy popped. And, dude, thank God, because the ultimates are really tough. I'm sure there's, but it requires some
you have
serious
to,
practice to get the ultimate level.
Very
on these.
specifically land shots and timing,
Yeah.
and like I said, don't follow the trail necessarily. Just like point A, point B.
Yes.
Next season.
Season,
Oh,
which I presume
joy.
means the next DLC.
The next DLC.
Oh, she's
Thanks. I thought for sure. I was hoping we'd catch
really
her,
wish
but I
you would
guess
come
we'll
up with a
catch
new
her.
name for herself.
She's a bit of a screwball.
She kind of is.
And I suppose that
Wait,
will
is that
be
wait.
camera. There
It's
you go.
a
So
photo.
if you
This is one of
look,
the secret
this
photos,
this
which
is
we've
what
only
we
found, I think, like 20 or not a whole lot.
Were, is it that modern art building?
Yes.
there we go.
Yeah, it's modern art, MoMA.
Love
Look
it.
at you. 29 out of 50. So,
There we go.
and you find those throughout the game. You just have to spot the camera on that little map in the corner, which is not
Yeah.
always.
We found one or two kind of accidentally. To find them all would be really tricky, and it's not actually tied to a quest or anything. It's just kind of cool.
It's just something fun to do, and you do get XP and stuff, I guess. But
Yeah.
But-
There you go. That's
and
the
ta-da!
yep.
There's the
DLC for some of the extra stuff
first
in the DLC.
the first DLC.
The heist with the Black Cat.
And to be continued in the next one, and perhaps
Force.
we will potentially, after
Do one
we
for that
finish
too?
that off, and we'll have to see what it has.
Okay, good deal.
Maybe it'll have stuff to check out.
Well, thanks for joining us.
See you next time.